That's me. I'm sorry. I gotta hear that slap.
Should not be laughing at this. This is some misogynistic shit, man.
I'm gonna play this shit all night. Hey, baby, look at this.
Oh, man. Welcome back. Tough week, man. Tough week. Kind of slow, but we're going to make it work. Definitely going to make it work. Tonight's panel, we're down to Rob out there making that money. Megan being a super mom. We got Olivia back. Welcome back.
Hello.
That was in depth. I love that.
I know.
J-Pat.
Little words at times, you know?
Exactly. I can dig it. J-Pat, man, turn the light down. Your head is shinier than mine right now, man.
Damn. That's because I got the halo effect.
Yeah.
That heavenly glow.
Look at that.
The soul glow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I need to put some moisturizer on the scalp.
You know, that's what, I'll go through halfway through the day, and then you look in the mirror and you get that little,
right?
Get the dryness.
Get that dry patch and your scully starts sticking to your head with a little cilia hairs popping out from the top. grabbing onto
the hat. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I can keep it on like I keep my hat on to the side like Adebisi.
Oh man, that thing never moved, man.
Nobody knows who Adebisi is, man.
Was it Simon Adebisi? Whatever his first name was,
I forgot. It was either Adebisi or Schillinger. They was gonna take your booty and eyes, man. You know,
right?
One of the two.
Okay, who did he stick somebody with the needle, or did he get stuck by the needle?
No, they did terrible things in that show, man.
I can't remember.
Remember they killed that mobster.
It was many moons ago.
They were grinding up glass and putting it in his dinner. He was slowly dying.
Oh yeah,
they cut his ass up.
Oswald.
I remember that.
I'm like, just give me the chair, man. Like I don't want to live here, man.
Right, get me out of this.
I'm not going to Oswald Penitentiary for shit. Yeah.
And that one, who was that one white supremacist dude? He got his gums replaced by the black dude's gums.
Oh, and he cut him off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That show was wild.
We got to revisit that, man. That was in the 90s, though, wasn't it? Or early 2Ks?
It was early 2000s.
Winston Zedmore was the warden.
That's word.
Yeah. Ernie.
Yeah, we'll go. We got to go back on that one, man. Mike, everybody's heard your voice, man. What's going on, man? You got a nap in just like I did today.
Yeah, I had to get one, man. School kicking my ass, but everything is good. It's going really good.
I dig it. I like that. Terrence.
I'm here 2 weeks in a row. 2
weeks.
Yeah, man. I'm going to say something real quick to make you feel comfortable, put you at ease. Rawr!
The hell is it? Okay.
That's what his son says to him. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you was talking about when I came in. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I was going to ignore it.
Tosh.
Hello.
Recording from Studio C in the house.
Yep.
Listener, she changes locations.
Everybody on their toes. That's anyway.
Yeah. She's like in Wayne Manor, recording in different rooms. I dig that.
Where's Sally? I haven't seen Sally in a while. Have you put her in somewhere? Tied her up?
She's upstairs. She doesn't come downstairs. She's a little chicken.
Is your man playing Destiny right now or a video game? No? I'm just curious.
She got him in timeout somewhere.
No. Oh, no. Nope, he is out for the night. He has to get up early for work the next tomorrow.
Man.
So.
Gave him some melatonin, put him to bed. Hey,
yeah, he's
it works.
Out.
QP, what's going on, man?
Oh, everything is great. Everything's great. So I wasn't sure I was going to be on tonight. I was tired this week. It's been a long week. Like I'm just tired all the time now. But make things interesting today. Not going to say anything bad about MCU. I mean it this week. So it's a start. Not going to say nothing.
Who's going to take the over-under on that?
You going to take the over? What's the bet? What's the bet?
I'll take the under.
What's the bet?
I'll take the
What's
under.
The bet? What you giving me? What I get if I win? Okay.
You get the eternal accolades.
All right.
Bragging rights.
Won't fight nobody this week. Let's see if he can do that.
You get another Zales diamond to go in your ring.
So Mike,
Oh
if I win, I want the title back, Mutant Master, which I won about a year ago. Oh, you scared, man?
No, we ain't gonna do that.
If I lose,
I'm gonna win y'all some money right now. What's better, She-Hulk or Superman 4?
Ooh.
See, I can say which one I'd rather watch, but not insult it. Okay, so like, don't try to trap me with that stuff. Rather watch Superman. Okay. She-Hulk.
And why would you rather watch Superman?
She-Hulk has an audience.
I'd watch Superman too, but it'd be out of nostalgia. It ain't because I would really want to watch it because I hadn't seen it in a long time. That's the only reason why I picked Superman.
I like all those Christopher Reeves movies, though. Like it's.
I love Christopher Reeves.
Yeah,
I had a crush on him when I was little.
I like those though. I like those. The third one I don't like, and it's because of Richard Pryor. I thought he was awful in that movie.
Well, what was wrong with Richard Pryor?
He was awful in that movie.
He shouldn't have been in it. I agree.
He was just.
He got paid.
It was freaking when they turned that lady into the robot.
Yeah, so I was talking to my brother. Yeah, we was talking about that last weekend, and then there was a post I saw about it. That's one of the most creepiest scenes that we don't like talk about. Like like traumatizing moments. That's an awful scene when that woman gets like transformed into like a GoBot. It's a bad scene.
You know what traumatized me as a kid was RoboCop. Whenever that big the mech came in and mowed that guy down.
That
was traumatizing.
Not Ed 209. Was that Ed 209 that did that, or was that the one that was hooked on drugs?
No, it was the big mech.
Ed 209.
Oh yeah,
talking about the first one, right?
Yeah.
It was at 209, and they're like, "Call a medic." I'm like, "Medic?" But call it.
What's going?
Jay, you're absolutely right. I forgot that robot was
Not a medic.
Yeah, in part 2, he was hooked on drugs.
What's the name of the drug?
I can't remember.
See, that's $1 million question now. Like
it was red.
It was red.
Red too.
Yeah, it looked like a melted icy or something.
And Frank Miller was the one making the drugs.
It was.
For real?
Yeah.
Really?
That was Frank Miller. That's hilarious.
Yeah, they gave him a cameo because he wrote the first script.
What was the name of the drug? Come on.
Oh man, what we got?
I'm gonna look it up. Yeah,
Ask Dr. Google.
No, don't look at it. I'm gonna look at it. What's the name of the drug? Come on. What's the name of the drug? Designer.
They sold it in.
Okay. Here it is. It's something. It's something really simple too.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. Okay. It's super simple.
Yeah. All right, we give up.
No guesses.
It begins with an N. N is in Nancy.
Nuke.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I hated that kid on there. I was glad he died.
Yeah.
What movie is this?
RoboCop 2.
It's RoboCop 2.
Okay. I think I've seen.
They tried to make you feel for the kid all of a sudden.
I've seen one. That's it.
RoboCop.
Make it all sentimental. His
RoboCop
death.
2
I'm like,
was,
this kid's a fucking asshole.
It's worth watching.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Just so you see a robot on drugs. I mean, just for that.
Look at that.
He was feeding for
the
big tube, and then he put it in like he could feel it. Like, oh yes, the drugs are in me. Like, dude, like you're like a spinal cord inside of a toaster.
Like you are a robot right now, sir.
Like, dude, traumatized me when I was a kid when he stepped on the brain at the end when he like smashed the brain.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
The only stuff that traumatized me as a kid was like those horror movies in the 80s, like Hellraiser and Phantasm and all those. I hated those movies.
See, that's Olivia.
Oh, Candyman. Candyman got me.
Oh,
Candyman's
so good.
Nah, Candyman didn't get me. My man from Goonies. Goonies got me. And
when he was eating his Snickers.
No, just how they treated dude in general. His name Sloth.
Yeah.
No.
You talking about feeding them that trash can full of food and everything like that?
They had him tied up in the basement or something, man. That was terrible. They were just treating him ill. His family was mean to him. I hated that. I could not enjoy that movie because of that. I've only seen the movie one time because I feel bad every time I watch it.
Really?
Yeah. Goonies, I'm not one 80s kid that does not like Goonies. I can't watch it again.
He talks about that all the time when Goonies comes up. And Terrence, back to your point with the kid in Robocop 2, they did try to make you feel bad for him. Like, nobody cared. Like, he shot at Robocop. Right. He killed a bunch of people. It's like a good riddance, kid. Like,
yeah. Who was worse, the kid in Robocop 2 or the kid from Iron Man 3?
The kid from Soul Food. I know that wasn't a choice, but like,
wow. Not an option.
We should add the kid from Black Adam in that hate group.
I tried.
Because every time I see that kid, I'm just like, oh.
Oh, the kid from Soul Food? You didn't like him?
I hated that kid. He's in grown folk business. He's in grown folk business.
Has the best description of soul food ever. Have you seen that episode?
No.
The Boondocks. I think it's called The Luther. And
oh yeah, I remember that movie.
They have the best description of Huey described that movie. The best ever. You have to check it out. I can't do it justice.
Man. So like, it was one thing in Soul Food with the kid that really pushed me over. Like I didn't like him. He said "buku" in there. He said "There's buku dollars." Like nobody says that.
Buku bucks, man.
Yeah, like nobody says that. Like don't do that, man. Like it's just annoying.
I think some people say that.
Nobody says that. Who says it? When the last time you heard someone say that? Who says that?
I've said it. I've said it probably within the past year.
Okay, within a year, not even within a week or a day. I say a lot of damn! I almost fell into an MCU trap just there. Damn. Ooh, damn!
I can't wait to say "buku bucks" to you soon.
Ooh, damn!
Like, buku glimmer. We're playing Destiny.
Listen, buku glimmer. We're gonna flood the chat with buku. I'm telling you, it's gonna be bukus.
Buku bucks,
that's
baby.
The thing.
You know who looks like they say buku? The Ellis from Die Hard. He looks like a
buku sales off this one.
Booby, I'm your white knight. Buku bucks.
Yeah. I could give them to you.
Oh, you talking about the dude that he was slick, the salesman?
Yeah, the cokehead.
Yeah,
the cokehead. Buku bucks.
Hans, Buku baby, bucks. Put down the gun. This is radio, not TV. Like, dude,
what are you, a method actor? What are you? Yeah. Buku bucks.
He was really good in that movie.
Yeah. Show him the Rolex.
Well, what a creep.
Right. He was weird.
He's trying to get in them draws, man.
He was tuning up all the time. I mean, how?
He was definitely tweaking.
Yeah, man. He was in that booger sugar. Booger sugar. Oh, man. But listen, we're going to roll into this, man. I'm leading off. Man. What is it, Quincy? Jason Momoa.
This show
right?
Off the
most recent stuff.
That's good.
Right, man.
We have rails.
No, not really.
It's the rickety rails on Temple of Doom. We jump rails. We jump rails sometimes.
It's like the monorail from The Simpsons. Monorail.
My job here.
But yeah, man. Momoa, he's going to stay Aquaman. We've got the new movie coming out December of this year. And then he alluded to the fact that he's going to play more characters.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was.
It is weird. It's a lot of weird. I mean, but who's to say? I mean, his new movie comes out in the end of this year. It may be a swan song, and then the next time he comes back, he may be somebody else. Because at the end, he was like, I can be ruthless. I can be, all the rest of these things. Basically describing, golly, why is his name slipped my mind right now? Lobo. Yes. So what do we think about Momoa, playing more than one character in the same universe? You think he can pull it off?
With enough makeup, you're not going to care.
And unless Lobo would be a CGI character like Groot or something, and he just voices it. But I don't think they should do that for that character. But he should stay as Aquaman. It's a successful character. They're making money off it. So why mess it up?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. There's no point. Don't mess it up. Just stick with what's working.
Okay. Do you think they'll animate him? Do you think that he will do a voice like we talked about months ago?
That's a good question because he wanted to connect everything like games, cartoons, and movies, all that stuff. So that's actually a good point. Actually,
I think that's probably where they're going to point it. I hope so because Momoa is Aquaman. That's the biggest money maker that DC's put out on the big screen. So it'd be kind of dumb for him to pull away like that. But
it's like we can't give you the
premise behind.
We can't give you this promotion. You're too good at where you're at right now, so we'll give it to somebody else. One of those type things.
Yeah.
What is this, corporate America?
Yeah, it is. I'm glad you picked up on that, Liv. You've seen that before.
Oh yeah.
This is America. Doom, doom. What was that? Childish Gambino?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, Momoa, he never fails us, man. Quincy, what's the next one? What's on the docket? Let me pull it up. What you got?
Let's just get right in. So let's get into The Last of Us. Let's just jump right in. Let's get right into it. Do you want to?
I'll lead off if you want me to. Everybody watch
Did everybody watch it?
I did.
Raise your hand.
Word.
I didn't watch it yet.
I did.
All right, like
But I know,
Tasha's like bubbling. Like she does this thing when she can't wait. She can't wait to go. You don't want to go?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I'll go second.
You're first.
I don't have a whole lot to say.
You're first. That's why you're going first.
You're first. Yes,
I
least
wasn't
amount. Go ahead.
bubbling. I was just readjusting.
Well, I interpret it as bubbling. So let's go.
I mean, I didn't play the game. Like the controller was not in my hands, but I watched somebody play through the story. I'm too chicken to, try to sneak up and shoot the clickers and all that. But, so I kind of remembered what happened in the beginning of the game. So, comparing it to the show, I thought they did a very good job. They gave a little bit more, how would I put it? A little bit more development to Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, like they fluffed it up a little bit, so you're not just
embellished.
Starting right at the beginning
All right.
of the game. Right. It kind of treated it like any other TV show or movie with some kind of apocalypse happening. Oh, you're going about your day, without any idea about what's about to happen in the next, 12 to 24 hours. I thought the pacing was okay. The episode could definitely not have been an hour and a half. It was a little long for me for a premiere episode anyway. Does anyone know how long these episodes are supposed to be for the rest of the season?
I hope they're all an hour and a half.
I didn't even realize it was an hour and a half.
They combined the first two episodes.
Yeah.
That's why this episode was so long.
Okay. That makes more sense. So it's about 45 minutes each. Okay. Then I take it back. I don't, it wasn't too, it was still kind of long. I'm not going to say that, but I don't think they should have split it up into two anymore. If that was intentional, was to combine the first two as, the premiere. The graphics for the clicker on the wall that had already turned and he was already dead. Basically the makeup work was really good. Not sure what the budget is for the show, but it looks like they could do some very good makeup work throughout the rest of the series. Nothing is going to look too cheesy, I don't think.
The same guy that did the makeup for Stranger Things did the makeup for The Last of Us.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
the final season.
It's going to look decent. It's going to look very decent. Someone else might bring up something that I can't think of right now, but overall I enjoyed it. I'll give episode 2 a shot, but I can't say as of right now if I'm going to stick with it for the entire season.
Really? How come?
It it just depends on if it continues to hold my attention. Really, I don't connect with the game as much as a lot of other people do. That may be watching the show. It's interesting so far. I'm not denying that. But if this premiere episode is is as strong as it gets, and it just continues to decline from here on out, then I'm probably gonna check out. Especially if every episode is gonna be 45 minutes, almost an hour long.
So here's the good news. It's not going to be like this for the rest of this season.
It's going to get better.
Right.
Well,
Be more suicidal.
they have to hold my attention. I could watch the story play out in a video game, but you have to do a good job portraying it on TV.
The next 2 episodes, if you aren't happy after that, if it goes the way I think it will, you'll be happy.
Okay.
I agree with him. I agree with him 100%. I really do.
Okay. No spoilers, but you're going to see some of the makeup, the makeup artists and work in action next episode. And it's going to be a new area probably in episode 3. So, all right. Tasha's on the fence. I played the game.
Yeah.
I loved it. But I'll wait my turn. Lou, you're next. What do you think?
Oh man. I thought it was wonderful. It was beautifully shot. They took a lot directly from the game, which as a gamer you can really appreciate. They took liberties, which were great because there was a lot of stuff going on in the game that you didn't really see. They went to the backstory. It was really good. I love the fact that I found out that the makeup artist that did Vecna is the same guy that did that little the art, not the art, but the actual like dead person on the wall. He did the same. He did that, or he or she. I can't remember if it's he or she or whichever pronoun. The person. They. They did it. I don't want to offend anybody. I'm dead ass. I'm not trying to be a dick, but they did that, and I found out. I was like, "Oh, that's really cool. It makes sense." But it was wonderful. It had the same emotional. It invoked the same emotional reaction in me that the game did. This early, pick that up. Can't be dropping hot pockets. You can't drop hot pockets, Tasha. Little pizza bites.
Hot pockets.
I was really hoping no one saw that.
It's okay. We're all human. It was wonderful. The length to me wasn't bad. It fleshed out a good story, and the characters were absolutely amazing. I loved watching Mandalorian with another problem child running around. It was good. It was really good. And side note, we're not going to talk about this show this week. We're going to talk about it next week. But it was kind of hard watching her on that show looking all busted up, and then you turn around and watch her on that 90s show, and she's looking all like made up and clean, because in this show she's absolutely dilapidated and tore apart. But it was great overall. The redhead from the 70s show and that 90s show. I can't remember her name.
Was Donna?
And I'm not going to look it up right now. Yeah.
That was her?
I thought that was a lady from Fringe. I thought that was a lady from Fringe.
Yeah, it's the Fringe lady. Anna Torv.
Yeah.
I thought it was Donna.
No, that's Anna Torv.
No, Donna's Laura Prepon, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what I'm thinking. Actually, I am going to say what I'm thinking. They all look alike.
Uh-oh.
What?
Do
I look like her? Oh, wait, were you talking redhead?
We're talking redheads.
Yeah.
And now Rob's going to be mad at me. So it's like, I should have just stuck with
Laura
he.
Shit.
If you squint real tight. But I thought it was the same chick. I really did, because they do favor. favor. It's like what's Harley Quinn's person and that other chick?
Margot Robbie.
Doppelganger.
Mm-hmm. And there's like 6 of them now. It's like Margot Robbie,
Jamie Presley.
Jamie Presley. I can't remember the names of the other women now.
I rest my case. They all look alike.
Okay.
But overall, the show was amazing, and I don't know. I'm looking forward to the next one. I don't care if it's an hour long, but it's still going to be very pleasing. So they broke out, and it's not as gory as I thought it was going to be. But it's only episode 1, and they haven't run to the clickers yet. But the story behind the whole fungus thing and how it does infect ants and all the rest of this stuff. My father-in-law is an entomologist, and he's talked to me in length about the fungus and stuff that infects bugs. And it's really creepy and it's really true, but it's like
the zombie bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really weird. And, I love a good shiitake mushroom, but it kind of makes you wonder when you eat them. It's like kind of weird, but that was me.
Okay. All right. Mike, did you watch it?
I did.
And what did you think?
It was a bit long, like everybody said. Well, like everybody so far, it ran a little long, but it was. I could see how they had to flesh some things out, but that wasn't my. I honestly don't remember a lot of the game. I just remember the emotions I had about the game, and it brought a lot of those emotions back. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm going. I said in the chat that I'm not going to watch it again because I just don't want to go back down this. So I told you I never played part 2. I didn't want to get back in this world ever again. Mm-hmm. But I might try. I mean, it was what it was. It was good, but it was still a bit much. It was my biggest honest to God. If you had to have fear, would be that kind of end of the world thing. Whether it's a war, whether it's a virus, whether it's a whatever. I tapped out 3 episodes in The Walking Dead. I don't find that post-apocalyptic world interesting at all. I don't even want to go down that road. Mm-hmm. We have guys around North Carolina. I think, Lou, I don't know how close you are to Moore County, but they just shot up a power station up here just over something stupid. People had lost power. Yep. Some lady died because they lost power. I don't want to be part of that at all. So. That post-apocalyptic thing isn't nothing I want to be part of. But if I watch the show again, it's just like I do everything else, just so I can hang in and talk with y'all. But I don't really want to. If we won't talk about it here, I wouldn't watch it. That's like that. Mm-hmm. But it's not because it was bad. It's just not my thing.
It's funny, like if movies and TV shows have taught us anything, that people absolutely turn to assholes when the world ends and grab their guns and go crazy. Okay, all right.
It happened on January 6th.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. That was real life, by the way.
People real. If this shit ever jumps off, it's not gonna be like everybody gonna ride around and having a good time. No, you're gonna be hunting for food and it's gonna be horrible. I don't want to be part of that.
It's gonna be rough.
It's gonna be rough. I don't want to be that.
So here's like the honest to God truth. So when me and Olivia worked at the previous job, like, slow times, we would just be talking. Like if a zombie outbreak broke out right now, what would be the plan? Like who would you go to first? Like who would you save? Like, which way would you go? Like it's a lot to think about. I actually I don't like the idea of post-apocalyptic type settings, but it's interesting to me. So this stuff, it's always interesting to me, just how people react. How would you react? Who would you go to save first?
Oh, that's a good topic. I would love to expand on that. Yeah. We can get to that later. I'd love to because I already have mine's already written out. I got bags packed and all the rest of that shit. So.
Let's tell someone. So
I'm just waiting.
So you're a prepper.
Well, I mean, it's fun. It's not fun, but it's like that was the. I don't know how it
was fun to come up with
different plans
what
and stuff.
We would do. Right. We were rolling to Home Depot.
Yeah, okay, that's right. To get
rolling to Home Depot.
That's right.
Yeah. I was Lowe's.
Yeah, Home Depot was closest to us at work, so we were rolling to Home Depot. We were getting the cars all
armored
ready.
Up and everything. Yeah,
and then we were going to get our families. That was how we were doing it.
No, I'm taking my family with me
Well,
lows.
we were at work when it happened.
Yeah,
so
if it happened at work, so like, and me and her were trying to run out or whatever. Like, we would have to split up. We would have to go get the people. How we reconvene and all that stuff. Where would you hold up and all that other stuff? But like again, that is
serious
like
business.
Yeah, very serious. Olivia, since you're talking, did you watch?
I did.
Did you play the game?
I enjoyed.
I can't.
So I did, but I'm going to be honest, I don't remember it. So my brain does this thing: books, movies, video games, all that. For the most part, like I love it when I watch it, and then it just like files it in the back somewhere.
Okay, you are Taskmaster. You're Taskmaster.
What's that?
She don't know who that is.
Taskmaster?
No.
Okay. Taskmaster, please correct me, comic panel, if I'm wrong, but he remembers everything. Fighting styles, weapons, mastery, all the rest of the stuff. But the more that he learns, he pushes out stuff that he has already learned. So he has a finite size file, but he can always add to it, but the last thing always gets deleted.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is. And then like, so if I were to start playing Last of Us again, or if I were to start reading a book that I stopped reading, it all comes back. But yeah, so it was good. I've never been big on zombie anything. I guess we would consider this zombie, right? But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'll keep watching it for sure. I didn't feel like I was watching it for very long. And one fun fact that I read the headline. I didn't read the whole article. I'm going to be honest here. But the guy that plays Joel, what's his name? Pedro something.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, he apparently has never been in a TV show that's rated under an 8.6 on Rotten Tomatoes. No, wait. Was it Rotten Tomatoes?
I thought it was IDM.
No, higher. Maybe
it was.
Yeah, Internet Movie Database. I think so. Yeah, he's always everything he's in apparently gets rated really high. So I'll trust that. If that's true. It was on the internet, so it has to be true, right?
Of course. That's
how it
the
works.
last show he starred in was The Mandalorian. So,
didn't watch that one. Sorry.
And then what was that? Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
wasn't he in that?
Technicality kind of saved him because Wonder Woman was awful. And he was in that.
Well,
I know, that's what I'm saying.
That's a TV show.
That's what I'm saying. Technicality, yeah.
It was very specific about TV show. Yeah. But I'm excited. I'll keep watching it. I thought it was good. I do like that they did embellish. Is that the word we're looking for? No. Kind of build on the story of, his daughter. I was sad, though, too.
It was very sad.
Sorry. I knew what was coming. Sad. I knew what was coming. Still awful.
And still weeped. Same.
Yeah. Well, tear from the eye. But yeah, it was good. I'll keep going with it.
All right, good. Terrence, did you see it?
I did. Apologies, I just want to say when we first started on the topic of the show here, if I was accidentally speaking over anybody, it's because on my end,
you weren't.
It's a little inside baseball here. On my end, it looked like Lou dropped off, so I thought we were waiting for him to get back in the chat, and I just started like saying stuff and humming. So yeah, so if it sounded like I was just like humming and doing all that, that's why. So anyway, yeah. I did not play the first game because of the controversy. The second game, I do know the whole storyline of that, so I'm prepared to be disappointed whenever that season comes out. But yeah, so I have no idea what's going to happen the rest of this season. I did like the first episode, enjoyed it very much so, even though I'm kind of wary of the whole post-apocalyptic zombie genre. But this, to me, is everything that the Walking Dead TV series should have been. I say should have because the comic was phenomenal. TV series, not so much. So, Pedro Pascal, you can never go wrong casting him as your lead. Everything was just right. I knew that when they announced all the talent behind the show, when they said that they were getting the showrunner from Chernobyl, if anybody had seen Chernobyl, you knew it was going to be in the right hands. So, so far, so good. So looking forward to where it's going. So like I said, I didn't play the first game. I never read any spoilers. So I know some things are going to happen beyond the first game, but I don't know what happens within the first game's storyline. So I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. I know it can only get darker from here. So yeah, they did a really good job.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Jay, did you?
I didn't see it, but based on what everybody else is saying, I'll probably at least watch this first episode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too much into the zombies, so I don't really have any desire to watch it. But everybody says it's good, so
Yeah, I get
and
it.
I avoided playing the games because I don't like playing depressing games. I like to be excited and
this is
happy
depressing
while
as
I'm playing
hell.
my games. I don't want to start dropping tears while I'm playing. So,
all right.
I mean, did you not play Destiny when Cade died? I mean, that was my heart.
I actually didn't play it then. I'm just getting back in after like 10 years of not playing it.
Oh, okay.
Was Cade human or was he an android?
He was he's a XO. So he's Cade 6, so he's been back a few times. So we could one day have a Cade 7. Someone cancel Nathan Fillion's show.
And
I mean that with like the best intentions.
Yeah.
I need him to come back.
Yeah. All right.
So is the guy who's running the what are those things? The Gambits. Is he supposed to be Cade's replacement?
No, there is no Cade replacement, really.
No, they haven't replaced the Hunter Vanguard in like X amount of years. It's still open.
Yeah.
All right. I did play those games. Last of Us, and I thought the second game was a little depressing. I thought the first game was about like parenthood, like the connection between like the parent and the kid. I love this show. I love what I saw. I thought it was weird that they were able to do almost frame by frame. I beat the first game 3 times. I beat it on its hardest level. Like I love those games. So 3 times because it was released like twice, and I beat it twice on like PlayStation 4, and I beat it once on PlayStation 3. Now the thing with the first game, it came out around I think Zoe might have been under a year. So like I was a new parent, and there's like a moment in the game where it's like he's trying to reconnect with Ellie. I'm just gonna say that. I don't want to ruin it, but like paternal instincts like kick in. So it's like if you're a parent, it's almost like a bonus feature when playing the first game. So like the first game was emotional. It was a great game. I played the DLC that explained how Ellie got the bite. And the second game, I'm not going to play that one again. Like that one was like, it was just a rough ride, but it was a great game. A beautiful story. Everything is great. I thought it was funny that everything that they did in the show we talked about like a couple weeks ago, it was accurate. Like it was accurate. Like accurate. There was no need to, go and do something else like Resident Evil. I'm looking at you, Resident Evil, and a couple other video game like shows. Like there's no need to change. Like you got millions of fans with this story, with these characters, with this environment, with this pace. Like just put it on the screen. And it's weird because like people who played the game, I want to see if they do it like verbatim. Like I'd be interested in that, right? Because there are different stops where it can be embellished or a story can be fleshed out more. When Joel meets his friend, I'm just gonna say that like there's a story there. So I'm looking forward to that meeting. But I hope they keep it up, and I hope they take their time. There's no need to get into Last of Us 2 anytime soon, especially if this is good. Like keep this going. There's room to roam, so to speak, because while the game focused on first game was about Ellie and Joel, and I'm not going to talk about the second one. It was about Ellie and Joel. It was about the relationships and not so much explanation on the world. So you don't really know what's really going on elsewhere. But there's going to be some moments here, like some of these sensitive ones, you are going to cry, and I'm one of the sensitive ones because I almost teared up when the daughter was shot. I was like, my kids were asleep. I was like, where are my kids at? I want to hug my kids. Right, that's what I wanted to do, but they were asleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I loved it. I loved it, and I can't wait for Sunday.
Yeah,
I know if you no. Go ahead, Mike.
Was it that part waiting for the daughter? If you played the game and you knew she was going to die, just waiting for that. that anticipation is like, come on, man, come on, hurry, get this shit over. Yeah. My wife like, is she gonna die? Is she gonna die? I just look at my phone. Is she gonna die? Is she? Watch the shit. And it was just waiting for it was terrible.
Yeah. It was terrible. We talked about this a few weeks ago, talking about movies made from video games and how it'd be great to borrow from stories that have more open-ended stuff. Mm-hmm. But now we're looking at this, which is a very linear game, and one of my main complaints was that they would take a linear game and screw up the line because they would add their own stuff to it. But I think so far they're doing great because there's a lot more story than what was between, the 4K or 1080 screen that you were playing on. And so I'm kind of eating my words right now because I was like, oh, they don't need to stay away from the linear games. I'm eating those words because right now this is a great linear game that guided you in the right direction. And so far, with an hour and 45 minutes, they're doing a great job. Hopefully they keep it up.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait. I really can't. I cannot wait. Do we want to do early impressions? You guys want to do grades for the first episode? Yeah, let's do that because I like doing that. I do. Because I like grades. It gives me something to post, even though I have been slipping on that lately. I'm sorry.
That's all good.
Tasha, she looks ready to give a grade here.
She's not dropping. She's not dropping pizza bites.
She doesn't know, like, the look that "please don't pick me" makes people pick you. So, like, if you look ready to give a grade, somebody will move to somebody else, but you have that look down pat. So, friendly.
Come on, you Ravity.
Friendly tip. Like, don't try not to do that look because people look right at you.
I'll give it the first episode an A.
Oh, okay. All right. Lou?
I'm gonna go A+. Like I can't take anything bad. They can't say anything bad about the show right now. First episode was solid.
And Mike Jones?
I'm about to go with C. Not because it was bad, but for the reasons that I said. It's just a bit much.
I have a quick question, and I forgot it, and I just remembered it. What is your time limit when you start to think about bed or moving on? Was it hour, 30 minutes?
Like for a TV show?
Yeah.
Or in a TV show, you got an hour.
You got an hour?
I give you an hour with a TV show. But for some movie, you got 2 hours, maybe 2 hours 15. And that's why I don't watch a lot of movies at home, though. If I watch it in the theater, I can pretty much take it. But if I watch it on my couch, it's a wrap. My couch loves me.
Your couch gives the best hug.
My couch loves me. It gives me the best hug. It talks to me. It doesn't. No, you're bored.
How much did you pay for that? I want one like that. Damn.
My couch is. You're bored. This isn't good.
Just wraps you up.
You got it from Haverty's.
You had a rough
day. One of those Haverty couches.
You had a rough day today. Don't worry about this bullshit.
My mom had a couch like that, like a red couch, and he just sunk into it. It was like clouds, and so I didn't sit on it when I went over there. I'd be sleeping the whole visit. So I know what you mean.
Thanksgiving couch.
Terrence.
Man. See, I'm somewhere between a B+ and an A-, only because even though it was really well done, I felt like it wasn't anything it wasn't like it was anything I hadn't seen before. Like I said, I'm just getting a little wary of the whole post-apocalyptic zombie genre. So I'll give it the A- just because of how well it was done. But it didn't necessarily, at the end of it, I wasn't like, oh my God, I can't wait for next Sunday to come. But I wasn't on the edge of my seat. But I'll give it to it just because it was well done, but not because I thought it was, the greatest premiere of all time. That's one thing I will say. I was reading some reviews and they were already saying it's the greatest show since The Wire. I'm like, chill.
Yeah, we've got more episodes, and I'm not sure if you said it, and I think you did. You did play the game, or you did not?
I didn't play either of them.
Do you have them on the shelf though?
And why didn't you play too? You said that what controversy about too?
No, he can't. He can't say. He can't say. Olivia.
Gonna get an 8 from me.
You said an A? Okay.
An A, yeah.
All right. And you did play the game, okay. And
Yes, I did.
Jay does not have an opinion tonight. Quincy will give it an
You'll
A.
find an opinion, I promise you.
No, it would be based on nothing. I'm giving it a A plus. I love what I saw. I really did.
Like J Pat's Black Panther review and his Eternals review.
And
they still
in his Thor. In his Thor review.
I haven't seen it. I don't plan on watching it. I think my review stands. It holds the test of time.
What holds the test of time?
My review.
Okay.
It's just one watch. One watch.
Nah. And did you guys see the latest cover?
Hold on.
We'll get the comics. We'll get the comics later.
Yeah.
Let him go.
No, hold on. I had to address something real quick because Tasha, she barely said it was a peep. She was so nice and asked you, and you just blew her right off. Like she did. She said, "Please watch this, Jay," and you just start talking about.
I said no.
You said.
You don't know how to tell me no.
Okay.
Who wants to tell Tasha no?
Well, you did apparently just now. You said no.
It was inferred.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
It was
It was a
inferred.
polite no.
See, Tasha got it, but I'm not going to watch that bullshit. But
Hold on. I got to be careful here. I can't even say BS. What Marvel show are you referring to?
Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever, Thor Love and Thunder, Eternals. They all get double thumb dookie down.
Damn. Okay.
Have you watched Eternals?
Parts of it. I haven't seen the whole thing. And I'm ashamed to have watched those parts.
I'm gonna need a graphic that symbolizes an
Thumb dookie down.
Double down.
Yes.
Thumbs down
Double
in the pile of
down,
doo-doo.
double thumb dookie down.
Jay, you need to send me your microphone. Like you're really missing some opportunities with the.
I am.
You slipping, man.
I'm drawing and trying to pay attention to you guys at the same time.
Just send the mic.
Applesauce.
Send the mic to me, man.
I will send it to you.
All right. Well, that's a good review for
Double thumb dookie down.
The Last of Us. There is one thing while we're on the topic of video games and movies and all that other stuff. See, Robert's not here, and none of you have played Dead Space.
I mean, I tried that one time.
I need somebody to watch. Like, who else? Has anyone here played it besides Liv and her attempt? We're going to wait for Rob.
It was a mild attempt.
I played all three and watched the anime movie for it. It was an anime movie
I can tell he's looking at Tosh. I can tell he's looking at Tosh, and he is so excited.
But that was it was terrible though.
No,
was crap.
The first one was good. The one for the next movie was bad.
Would you? What do you know about anime?
I know that was good.
Double thumb dookie down is what you know.
No. I have Ninja Scroll and 100D movies and Ghibli movies under my belt. I know anime when I see it, and I just don't like most of it.
You said
like I have no interest.
I'm not gonna do that.
I can talk about anime. I can talk about anime.
No.
It's not MCU.
I keep looking at the clock. You're good. You're 44 minutes in, and you haven't done anything.
I'm gonna get him into it though.
I work. I worked in sales, and I send emails. I know what I'm saying, and I know what I did not say. You're not going to get me. If I say it, I will praise the mutants for a whole week. All right, you're not going to get it out of me. So,
Mike's plotting right now. I can look at his face.
I'm not plotting nothing.
Challenge accepted.
I'm not plotting nothing. If he says anything, I'm not getting into it. Nope. I'm not.
It's the best ratings we got.
You're a better man than me because I definitely would be trying to get you to say something that you did not want to say.
I told you always fighting everybody though. It's always you. It ain't me. Look at you. You just admitted you started fighting.
It's not fights.
Look at it.
It's not fights. All my friends are that way though. They're all like these people. The people that speak up, you can trust these people. They're gonna say it to your face and not to your back. right, you can trust those people.
To give you a heart attack.
Like
they'll in Love and Thunder.
Oh yeah, Zeus.
He was amazing.
I heard that there's a shirtless Chris Hemsworth scene in that.
There's also a pantsless. Also pantsless.
Pantsless, I can see
his little
his
twist.
butt.
He did his twist.
You can see his butt.
See the cheeks.
Oh yeah, you see the cheeks. The Thor cakes. You see the Thor cakes.
You see the Thor cakes.
I might watch it for some Thor cakes.
Hey, Liv, we own the URL thorcakes.com.
Yeah. We for sure do.
Dead ass. You laugh, but really, it's for real. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Thorcakes.com. I'm going.
Yeah, we got about 9 more months. We got to re-up it, but it'll happen. It'll happen. Quincy, I didn't mean to, just monorail. Sorry.
Get his hand in his face. Like he's holding.
He wants to get fly. He wants to get fly by the MC. He's thinking about all of that that's going on right now.
Feel like he's about to drop a hot verse.
Exactly. He like this.
I'm just listening.
He about to pull the hoodie up. Once he pulls the hoodie up, it's over with. Start looking like that dark Kermit meme. Do it. Order 66. Oh man, we went this whole time without spoiling anything. I think we should transition into, the spoiler thing that's been going on in the group. Quincy, we got some people stepping on their proverbial appendages.
I think I don't think it's malicious or anything, but here's the like the bottom line. We had a bad experience before. We want to avoid that. We want to respect everyone's right to see something unspoiled. Now, while you may post something about said show or whatever on the page, it could lead to a conversation that spoils said show or movie. So we just want to keep it all in the post. People that I've talked to about the page, they really like that we are mindful of that. So like just think about that. One innocent post may cause a conversation that could ruin someone's experience. I think we're talking about The Last of Us. It's such a weird experience because they are so far doing almost a frame by frame of the game. So if you're watching the show and you played the games, if you played the games 3 times or 1 time or 2 times, like you kind of know where this is going. It's going to be little differences, but like let's just once again just be mindful of that. Hasn't been bad, but just want to talk about that again. Spoilers no one likes those. So thank you.
That's word. Yeah, that's it. Clean cut.
Yeah. All right. What's
Pedro Pascal again? Another Pedro Pascal.
Another babysitting job.
Yeah. Except this time he has lasers, so it's a whole lot different. And swords.
Did everyone see it? The trailer?
Yeah. Even Mike saw it, which was the best part. Mike
Nope.
Mike watching trailers.
No, I don't know much about Star Wars. I guess I'm gonna have to start.
You can. Like there are people on the panel who that show's been out for how many years that still have not watched the show.
Cheez-Its.
Oh, never mind.
Wait, Tosh, you still haven't? You still haven't, Tosh? Hold on. Who was that? Who was that question, Tosh, about watching something? Who was that? Who was that?
Just one time.
Terrence, you want to talk about the Mandalorian trailer?
Yeah, I don't got much to say. I mean, it looks dope. Shit. Yeah, looks like my man Mando, he's gonna be on a epic journey this season. You got tons of Mandalorians, and they show a scene with looks like you got a bunch of Jedis, and I'm guessing that's gonna be
toward the end.
Maybe
it has to be like
maybe it's a flashback scene. I'm thinking it's a flashback scene. So yeah, but that's all I can say, man. The shit looks dope. It's gonna be shit's going down. Looks crazy. If you've seen the trailer, you know what I'm talking about. Shit looks hype.
Yeah, I'm with you. Man. It's and watching Grogu like throw that dude out the cave and he didn't even fall asleep. That was the best part.
Yeah,
because you all know that Grogu fell asleep when he was done tussling. He was like, "I'm going to bed."
The itis.
He was, yeah. He looks tough, man. I love Mando. I mean, all 2.5 seasons of Mando that we got. I loved it, and I'm counting that half a season on Boba Fett. So it was amazing, man. I can't wait for it. I'm a Star Wars appreciator. I don't know all the lore, the books, and the Rebels and all the rest of that stuff, man. But the Mando story has really, just really piqued my interest. There's a lot there, and so I'm looking forward to it. It does look dope, just like Terrence said. It looks dope. I'm really hyped for it.
Jay, did you watch it?
I did.
And
like they said, it looks dope. I mean, you could definitely tell those the Jedi scenes were from like flashbacks from Order 66, because you could see the Grogu's eyes, like you could see the reflections in his eyes, so you could tell it's like him remembering. It's probably alluding to who saved him
I was
in the
about
temple.
to. Yeah.
So we know that's what it's going to be, and I don't know. It looks like it's going to be fly. Like Mando's going back. He's going to go back to Mandalore to try to redeem his mistake of taking off his helmet.
Man, did Mandalore look like Cybertron? Like all broke down and busted?
Well,
that was just me.
The Empire destroyed Mandalore.
Yeah, I know. But like when you saw Cybertron all beat up and busted, it looked like Mandalore a little bit.
It did look kind of similar.
All right.
But yeah. So there's probably nobody on the surface, but I wouldn't be surprised if there were people under the surface still living there. So
All right. And when's that? That's March?
Yeah, March 1st.
Yeah.
Man. All right. So, Tosh, you have until then. We expect a report.
You
At
will
least
watch
the first episode of season 1.
Yeah.
You will watch
Tasha,
it.
I'm with you. I haven't seen it
I'll
either.
do
We'll
that.
watch it together.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna hit her with a
Yep,
Jedi
I
mind
can do
trick I'm gonna hit her with a Jedi mind trick right now. You will watch, man.
I will watch season 1, episode 1. I promise.
She's like,
I'll give it a go.
Perfect.
she's like, that's
Yeah,
it.
I'm with it.
She's like, and that's it.
Hey, I didn't start until after
Liv,
the
you gonna
second
watch
season
it too?
aired. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys will like it. It's one of the better Star Wars properties right now.
It is. It's more. It's not really. I wouldn't call it a spaghetti western, but it's more western / samurai movie type of joint than it is Star Wars.
Well, Star Wars is part Western. That's part of his influence for the originals. So
yeah, I can dig that. I just think that it's less lightsabery and force driven, and it's more story driven. And Mando is just the man, even though he's just like kind of falling in there. Everybody wanted Boba Fett, and you got Mando, and you were very happy. So it's like double coupon, I guess. No double thumbs, dookie down on that one.
yeah.
All right. So this next part, we're gonna try and not even try. We're gonna hear from Olivia. So let me tell you about Olivia. Olivia likes bad horror movies. Like, she loves them.
Yes, I do.
And she will recommend them boldly because I've watched a couple that I've never really finished. Not all of them. There was that Sandworms one with Hulk Hogan's daughter.
Sand Sharks.
All right, there was another one.
on,
There was
man.
another one in there, and I was like,
Come
I
on.
was like, who watches this shit? Olivia.
There was
Yeah.
it was snow sharks.
Yeah.
I think that was the second one. Sand sharks. Exactly what you think. These sharks swim through the sand. I mean, legit.
Right.
Very legit. Hulk Hogan's daughter.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
Legit actress, right?
Yes. So she doesn't scare easy. She went.
I think there's
No.
one thing she's never been called. It was a legit actress.
I mean, we didn't note that sarcasm. Sorry, Brooke Hogan, if you hear this. I love sand sharks.
She's in the comments right now.
Olivia, can you give us your review for Megan? Even though I heard that the movie was doing well, And sequel is
it was good.
Yeah, so just take your time and like let's hear about it because I'm pretty sure we have horror fans that say they don't talk about horror on this fucking show. So,
well, we can. No, it was good. It was, I guess, a little different than I expected.
mhm.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but I kind of went into it. I didn't really know much about it. I went with a friend. She had an extra ticket, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll go." I don't go to the movies often.
I'm sorry, Liv.
Doesn't know me.
Hold on, Liv. Like spoilers from this point. So go ahead and embellish. So if nobody, you got.
Oh yeah, okay. All right, spoiler alert. So I kind of was like, oh, is this going to be like a possessed doll situation? No. It was just like straight up AI, and she built it to befriend the child that it, I guess, belonged to is the best word. And its goal was to protect the child. So they built, what's the word I'm looking for? They built, it'll come to me eventually, some things into the program, right? So it wouldn't get too out of control. Well, they didn't do it right because bitch got out of control and she was wild now, like killing. But there were some really funny scenes in it too. Like I'm sure people have seen the memes and whatever of her like dancing in the hallways, like and I'm like watching this and I'm like kind of serious because I'm like, oh shit, she just killed a kid. But then like 20 minutes later, she's like dancing and I'm like, this is amazing.
I have a question. Why was she dancing?
Yeah,
because that's the scariest thing that I saw from the previews.
It was so creepy, right? Like she was at that point, she was just off her rocker. Like she was just wild.
Who dances better? Her or Wednesday?
Oh, Wednesday for sure.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, she looks like Megan looks like a weird Elizabeth Olsen. Is that her name? The younger one, the not twin. It's the not twins. Yeah. Tasha's not
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
She looks like her. Anyway, but yeah, so it was good. And of course the end it's always open, right, for a sequel if necessary. But yeah, it was wild. It was better than I expected. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun watching.
What did you expect? Is the question. What was your bar?
Well, my bars. Here's the thing: you don't really go into these movies expecting them to be good, right? Because then they're never good. But like if you go in and like this is trash, like, then they're good. Then you're like, shit, this actually wasn't trash. This is actually pretty decent. Mm-hmm. Like I'd watch it again on TV. I told people watch it. I'm like, watch it, yeah, go.
Like the Eternals, like kind of like that.
The Eternals. Are you trying to goad Quincy? Because I don't know what the Eternals means. What is that?
He's trying to goad me.
Trying to get somebody, maybe Jay, but then like Quincy was going to be collateral damage, but he pulled back. Yeah. I give him that. He pulled back. So
yeah, no, it was good. If you see it on TV, I suggest watching it. I never recommend people go to the movies. I hate the movies overall in general. That's just me though. It's personal.
Livy, what would you give? What's the grade for the movie?
Oh, I'm gonna give that one like a B, like a B plus.
B. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, it was good for a horror movie,
Olivia, Scream Queen.
I actually did plan on seeing it. That's why I took my headphones off. It was by the same team that did Malignant. That was a wild ride.
Forgot about that one. Ooh, that movie was good. All right, that makes sense.
All right. So
yeah, no, it's good.
Thank you for that review. We know you. I know you're very fearless with if a movie is good or bad, and love it when it's bad, and bonus if it's good.
Also, everyone watch Sand Sharks. Thank you.
Fuck out of here. No,
terrible. That was terrible.
J-Pat will watch that before Wakanda Forever.
I would watch Sand Sharks.
Don't forget to watch the sequel, Snow Sharks. I think it was Snow Sharks, something like that. I'll let you guys know. Let you guys know in the comments.
I gotta have a Grass Sharks next.
Dirt Sharks.
Stop.
Rock Sharks. No, I can't. I cannot stop.
All right.
Hey, they might be bringing back Street Sharks.
Are the Street Sharks coming back?
No,
the biker mice from ours are.
Yeah, they bring back biker mice. Next thing you know, Street Sharks.
Oh yeah,
Biker mice from Mars.
All right, more. Well, I won't say that. Mike, you with us?
What's up?
Tell us about Velma, the show that everyone. Well, I'm not gonna say that. It's getting killed with reviews, but we all know reviews aren't always accurate. So, you took was it a movie or was it a show? A bunch of episodes.
TV show. It comes out once a week. It's got 3 episodes out so far. I was gonna watch it anyway, but it was only because the movie. Well, y'all know who are my friends on Facebook that I have an album dedicated to my crush on Velma that I've had since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So, damn.
No, I'm thinking about the page we don't talk about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I knew it was gonna get hate. I knew from the rip that it was gonna get hate as soon as they announced that Velma wasn't white. I was like, it's gonna go down. It's people gonna hate it no matter what. It's gonna get a bad review. So I went in and I watched it. I said, let me check it out. I liked it. And it's intentional. When you watch it, it's like they're doing this on purpose. They're really trying to mess with people. The whole show is, it knows what it's doing. It knows the audience. It knows it's going to make people mad, and it's leaning into it seriously. It's really leaning into making everybody mad. You've got it starts out with it's a murder. It's a murder. There's somebody killing high school girls and cutting their brains out. And
goddamn.
Oh yeah, it's rough. Yeah. It starts off in a shower. There's a shower. There's a fight in the girl's shower, and Velma.
Continue.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're it's on HBO Max, but there's no movies though. This is crazy. I was kind of upset about that. They should have at least one nipple slip, but still, they're I mean, they're fighting in the shower on HBO Max. They're cussing and they cutting out brains. You might as well have a movie. So it just to make it, balanced.
You're not wrong. Not wrong.
Exactly. But they cut out. They find a girl in the locker with her head open and her brain gone, and Velma has to solve the crime. And then they I think Fred is the guy. None of the crew is together. No, they're not a crew. Her and Norval, who was Shaggy, that's Shaggy's real name is Norval Rogers. He has a crush on Velma. Her and Daphne had a relationship. They were kids. They were friends, but Daphne got cute and got popular. So they have a history. And Fred is just a spoiled rich kid, and I think like Megan said last week, like a spoiled rich kid, and he's so spoiled that he hasn't went through puberty. And he has no hair. Seriously, that's part of his thing. He has no hair in his body because he hasn't went through puberty. He's so spoiled. He can't even cut his own meat, his own food. He's so spoiled. They talk about how small his dick is because he's so spoiled he hasn't developed.
Good Lord.
I'm serious. The show, it leans into it. It is not. It's really intentionally.
I just put it on my list because this sounds absolutely wild.
It is. It really leans into the. Just mess with
everybody. I think
the
no nipple thing sold her. She was like, I gotta write this down right now.
That's how it
starts. See how this is happening.
That's the first 30 seconds. You in the naked shower, the girl's shower. Velma and Daphne kiss. That was amazing. Yeah, I'm ready for next week. I enjoyed it.
Sit down, Quincy. Sit down.
They're my wife got mad. She's one of the people that got mad. They're messing up my childhood. I said, no, it's not. The old Scooby-Doo still exists. You can still watch that. What about the other 37 Scooby-Doo reboots? You know, why is this one so bad? Just get over that.
Oh, Freddie Prinze Jr.
I was thinking more Matthew Lillard because I love him.
Oh, he was perfect as Shaggy.
Ditto. He was perfect.
But I recommend it. I didn't take it too seriously. It is what it was. It knows what it's doing. It's really intentional. So I recommend it. Definitely check it out. At least the first episode.
The last show I could think about that leaned into it and knew what they were doing was South Park. That, to me. Mm-hmm. So is it kind of like that? It's just like over the top, and they just, like you said, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's over the top, but then it's not like a mistake. They know people are going to get mad. They know that people are going to. They know that the target audience, the guys with the smiley face on the bottom of the comments, they know that audience is going to have something to say.
Oh, the comment section. Oh yes, okay.
The ones that were hating on it as soon as she was announced, and Mindy Cohen was announced, whatever her name is, that guy, they messing with them on purpose.
Okay.
So,
Might check
how many
it out.
episodes was that you watched?
It's 3 out now.
All right. So,
No, I think the fourth one's out.
No, the third one came out.
Oh, okay. When I added it to my list on HBO Max, it said there were 4.
Oh, is it 4? Okay, I watched number 4
I
tonight.
think so.
all right. What's your grade for the first 3 episodes?
I stick with B's. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'd have gave it A if it showed nipples, but it didn't. So I'm gonna go with B.
You hear that, HBO Max? You could have got an A if you had some booby in it.
Yeah, it was in the shower. They should have had boobies in the shower. Maybe because
That reminds me of the scene from Boomerang. Is that a nipple or a shadow of a nipple?
Yeah, it's a nipple because I'm what's it say?
I'm
drooling. Yeah.
Oh shit!
All right.
Oh my gosh!
See, that was those were good reviews, guys. Sometimes we just need someone to take a look at something else, and hopefully you guys get someone to take a look at something they wouldn't normally look at. So I'm happy for you guys. I'm not going to watch Velma though, but happy. What's so in the news, Mark Hamill says he's not. Did he say he's not or probably not? I thought he said he's not. He's not going to do any more Joker because Kevin won't be around to do Batman anymore. R.I.P. Kevin Conroy. Any thoughts on this? Justified doing this, or does it make sense? Or
I respect it.
Go ahead, Lou. Let's talk.
I respect it. It makes perfect sense. Him and Kevin pretty much fed off each other. The characters they fed off each other, and now that he's gone, just out of pure respect for the person he was playing opposite of, I dig it. I mean, it's like he was the guy that was my arch nemesis for years, and now he's not there anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. He doesn't need to. I mean, there's not a whole lot of reason to do it. Move on. I think it shows respect for the character. It shows respect for the work that Kevin did, and I'm with it. I'm signing off on it.
Yeah, there was like an interesting little tidbit there when he said when they called in to do the Joker, he would ask if Kevin was doing it, and that would be his determining factor if he was to do the role or not. And trying to remember, like I've never seen him do work and Kevin wasn't the Batman, and I've seen Batman and Joker in different movies, and normally if it's someone else's doing Batman, it's usually not Mark doing the Joker. So they were a package deal. I can dig it too, a way of honoring Kevin. Terrence, you got anything?
Yeah, and in the quote he said they were like Laurel and Hardy, so they fed off of each other, and he he just feels like without Kevin there, there's not much point in him doing it. So I can dig it.
Did they record? Does anybody know if they recorded in the same studio at the same time, like side by side, or was it like Kevin recorded his session and then Mark came in and did his?
I don't know, but the way he's acting, I would kind of think they were in some kind of proximity to each other. I don't know, but the way he's talking, I kind of feel like they did.
I'm pretty sure during the animated series days they recorded with each other. I can't tell you how it was later on, but definitely the animated series days.
See, yeah, that gives me more respect for it. Yeah, I can dig that, man. They don't want him going back and recording more Joker stuff would be, it'd be given I'm going to do it anyway. It'd be given like the T'Challa treatment from Wakanda Forever. I didn't get nothing out of Quincy. I got something out of Jay. I didn't get nothing out of Quincy.
Quincy Vince is trying real hard not to lose this bet.
Speaking of Wakanda Forever, did you guys see the? I'm going off the rails here. Did you see the cover for the second issue of Gambit and Rogue and Gambit?
No.
Where they're beating the shit out of T'Challa.
Oh, here we go.
It's
We're
like,
gonna get the comics.
They can't stop disrespecting T'Challa.
We're gonna get the comics. We're gonna get the comics. I didn't mean to sidetrack that. I just wanted to get a little bit of spice out of Quincy, but it didn't work.
But Quincy knows what I'm talking about. I'm sure he's seen.
I'm trying to be careful here. So
let the hate.
because I'm all right. Being careful. No.
What issue was that? Number 2?
Number 2.
All right, I'm looking it up right now.
Find it, throw it in the chat.
All right. I am. All right, Quincy, push it forward, man. Suck it up. Come on.
What other trailer we have? Invincible season 2 trailer. Did anybody see that?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that yet. Oh man.
Gee.
I really can't wait. Has it been 2 years since this show came out?
Think. Yes. Well, let's take a look. Google.
I'm trying to look up this cover that has J-Pat all jacked up right now.
Invincible.
Rogue and Gambit.
Invincible came out in 2021. Yeah.
Oh man, it's been 2 years. Wow.
Who?
I can't wait.
Olivia, have you seen that? Invincible's on Amazon. You should check it out.
No.
Adult themed superhero stuff. All right, so
I'll think about it.
I'll
think about it.
Thank you. So,
don't think, dude.
Man, damn.
Listen, I just added 3 things to my watch list tonight.
No, it's that homework I was telling you about.
I mean, one was motivated by boobies. I don't really think that should count as a genuine.
That's not my motivation. I love Scooby Doo when I was little. One of my favorite cartoons.
Okay.
Oh yeah, episode 4.
I'm with Mike though.
Retract my last
I only watch the original Scooby Doo. I don't watch any of the other ones. I don't like Scrappy Doo. I don't like any of those different versions.
I wasn't into Scrappy Doo. No. I did watch some of the live action ones.
I like the pup named Scooby Doo. That was.
I was about to ask. I was like, did someone watch Pup Named Scooby Doo? I love that.
That was really good. Pup Named Scooby Doo.
I remember that.
Only the original.
Episode 4 is
when they were just riding around. It was just these kids riding around in the green van, across the U.S. for some reason, just solving. Like the original. Like everything else, I don't.
If it wasn't for you dang kids.
Right.
I would watch
I can't find the cover, Jay.
Now you
I
got
watched
that
that
one.
original, but also the Pup Named Scooby Doo, and Cartoon Network had a series of movies in the mid to late 90s. Scooby Doo on Zombie Island, Scooby Doo in the Ghoul School, Scooby Doo and the Witch's Ghost. Those movies. I enjoyed those. So I didn't really get into the later ones.
All right, 2 things, Tosh. You really lit up there talking about Scooby Doo. Okay, we know what gets you out of that.
About my childhood.
And what was the one with the island? I did see one Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo on Zombie Island.
Now was that the one when they were real monsters on the island? There was one I saw where they were actually against real monsters, and people were dying in that one. Was it?
Yes.
Okay, that's the one I said. I did like that one because it was a little different. It was real shit going on the island there.
Yeah, so in a lot of the movies, they were actually fighting real monsters and ghosts, but the TV shows, it was always just Mr. Manley.
They had the Three Stooges on Scooby Doo. Batman was on there. They had all these.
Everybody Hanna-Barbera.
Didn't they have the Harlem Globetrotters?
Yeah, Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah.
Forever. Meadowlark Lemon.
You got the whole Scooby
Curly
family.
Neal.
Scooby Dumb, Scooby D, his sister. They had a whole
Scooby Doo was Hanna-Barbera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Hanna-Barbera.
Yep.
It's a slept-on company. I love
Hanna-Barbera owned the 70s, man. They own all that.
You're right.
Everything we named.
I was a Johnny Quest guy. I love Johnny Quest.
Yeah,
and
that was Hanna-Barbera.
That standard screaming recording that they had when somebody fell, like, everybody fell. Make it.
Race Bannon was like the man.
Yeah. It was
Race will put you down.
It was
Race was
the original, and there was one in the 80s where they were in that big, it was like almost like what's the name of that plane? They had like a plane landed on top of another plane. I forgot what it was called, but I love both versions. I love Johnny Quest. I might have to find that this weekend. Yeah.
The theme song
Johnny
was
Quest
hot.
is racist as hell, man. Yeah, the theme song was hot.
The whole 70s animated world was racist back then.
You're right.
Tom and Jerry.
Hong Kong Phooey.
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry.
I loved Hong Kong Phooey, though. Tom and Jerry was a bomb, though.
I like Hong Kong Phooey, but I couldn't deal with Tom and Jerry. I told y'all before, that was too close to home. I can't deal with that.
Listen, whenever he broke out in the "Is You Is" or "Is You Ain't My Baby," wearing that
zoot suit, yeah, looking like Malcolm Little, for the conversion there.
Nah, it was the Mammy character for me. I was done. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, they did have a Mammy.
Yeah, because I had.
Yeah, they did.
Like I had a heavy set aunt. No, and I couldn't. I had a heavy set aunt named Hammy. So it was like, and she was a maid. So it was like that was too close to home. It was Mammy and Hammy, and it was both. No, man, I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't watch it for that. Piss on top.
Living where I live right now, the uncle that played the guitar that always popped the string.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
With the hat.
Yeah. That shit is funny as hell to me. Even to this day, I still laugh about that. I broke a guitar string, nephew.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
They.
I don't know how the hell we got.
It's so man. I love. They had like a block of cartoons that used to come on Sunday on the channel that who said that? Who remembers that?
I don't remember channel, but I remember like
they had like the
Jetsons.
Well, they had. Was that on there? I remember Paw Bears.
Paw Bears.
Yeah, Gold. Was it Goldar? Golden Lance. And Yogi's Treasure Hunt. And there's another one in there.
Ooh.
I love Goldar and Golden Lance, though.
Oh yeah.
I remember watching like Flintstones, Jetsons, something else.
What was that one where it was kind of like the animated version of Cannonball Run.
Oh yeah, their little race that they had.
The Laugh Olympics.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Was that it?
No, but Laugh Olympics was one. The Scooby Doobies, Yogi and Yahooies, and
the Wacky Races.
Wacky Races.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wacky
Races. Look at that.
Yeah.
She turned the mic off instantly.
I did watch that a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, I love the Wacky Races, man. I remember watching Rocky and Bullwinkle before I went to school in the morning.
Oh my god, I used to watch that
fun.
too. With Natasha and
Boris.
Yes.
That was great. So many great cartoons, man.
Yeah.
I mean, completely away from that, I used to watch Bionic 6 before I went to school in the morning.
That was the truth.
Yeah, that was anime before we even called it anime. That was Japanimation. And that
you guys remember? Did you guys watch Bots Masters? Like this part of the show was in 3D.
I was just thinking about that. I was singing the song to myself the other day. Get out the car randomly. I was singing like the inverse to the song.
Yeah. Anybody else remember that? Like that was a great show. Part of the show was in 3D. Zib Zoolander and his boys, and they were robots, and
it's laser time, boy.
Right. He had the ninja robot and like the sports boys. Like, look it up.
That sounds familiar. But I can't. What's it called?
Bots Masters. Yeah. Used to come on. I used to watch that before school. Yes. Used to watch that before school.
It's ringing a bell.
I had to find it.
Yeah, that was me. I would wake up early to watch Bionic 6, man, because it was just so amazing to me to watch all these, it was they adopted all these random kids and then augmented them with bionics. I was like, awesome. It's like, now I think about it now, it's like, listen, you adopted these kids and then just shoved a bunch of
and shit.
Yes.
That's not awesome. You're abusing these children.
No. Exactly. Yeah. DSS be all up in your room. Like, what are you doing?
Quincy, that's so crazy. Like literally, like maybe 4 days ago, I was getting on my car and I just started rapping the Bots Master song, like the ending verse.
Me and my brother will say something about this show like once a week, like because he loved that show too, and it was really good.
Somebody send me a link, man. Send the link. I gotta check. It's ringing a bell.
I think I might have been on our page and somebody posted something about the cartoons that were due for a reboot. And I was thinking Bots Master should get a reboot. That might have been what triggered that.
That was a really good show. I don't know why it was on 6:30 in the morning, but whatever. I got it.
What was the name of that show that had? Was it Gleek?
You talking about Herculoids?
Gleek and Gloop.
Herculoids.
Herculoids, yeah.
Herculoids.
Gleep and Gloop or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, Gleek and Gloop.
Something like
that was a bomb. Had the elephant that shot the little rocks
and the flying dragon that had the tail and then like eye lasers. I think it was.
Yeah,
the Herculoids.
That was man.
Herculoids, Thunder Barbarian, Minotaur.
Yes,
those little.
Man.
So,
wow, let's bring back some memories, man.
Yeah,
I want some Fruity Pebbles now.
This is another off the rails mention, but I think it was Jeremiah.
We ain't been on the rails in a while.
Yes, Jeremiah White. He posted, who are the top villains in the '80s, and my number one was Megatron, and number two was the Misfits. And I don't know if it was Michael Green or if it was Jeremiah. One of them asked me like, "Misfits, who are they?" Like, dude, I watched Jem and the Holograms, right? And the Misfits were bad shit crazy. Okay, like
Jem was bad shit. Jem was evil. Jem was evil. Let me tell you.
Hold. Let me get to her messing with her dude. But the Misfits will show up. They're like, "Oh, you're not playing our music? Let's burn the orphanage down." Like you're not like you don't want us there. Like we're gonna run you off the road. Like whatever. What was the leader? Pizzazz? Was it Pizzazz?
Pizzazz.
Pizzazz is true. Right. And the one girl, they had one with them that really didn't want to do it. Pizzazz like get your ass on. Like get your ass on. Yeah.
I think it was I think it was Roxy that was like.
That sounds right.
I was her for Halloween a few years ago.
I saw that. Yeah.
She was the one with the white hair.
Yeah, that was her.
I honestly don't remember.
That was her.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I gotta look at the picture. But yeah, the Misfits.
Yeah, Jem's wild.
Yeah,
I love.
They were about to sink a yacht or something that they were on the boat and they were just like, we're taking it all down.
They were about that life, man.
Like, we're taking it down.
Yes. I love Jem.
That was a missed opportunity with the movie. By the time they got to the Misfits, it was the end of the damn movie. It was almost a post-credit scene.
There was a movie?
Man.
There was a Jem and the Hologram movie.
A live action.
It was terrible
movie.
because it was all about.
Oh yeah,
Jem.
it was bad.
The movie was. You waited the whole movie to see the end, and that was just the Misfits. That was the whole.
And it was really nothing like the show
at all. It was trash.
At all.
It was trash.
Don't watch it. Yeah, don't watch it.
Does anybody else think that Jem was just twisted to have her man all up in the wind like that?
No, she was
a little bit.
She was.
I didn't think about it until
she
I got
was alright.
But I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it when I was a kid. No, I didn't notice it then.
Yeah, she was completely all right with him knocking off two people, even though the two people was her.
Olivia, who'd you say?
So I guess he gets a pass for that.
Roxy, right?
Yeah, it was Roxy, and just backing up to Jem. So, like, he's already attracted to what was her name? What was her real name?
Jerrica.
He's attracted to her, and Jem was like an augmented super version of the girl that you already like. It's entrapment, and she should go there.
It's like me when I put on makeup.
Look at this.
I did though. Hold on. So the guy I was just dating recently, I told him one day, I said, when I was little, all I wanted was like the earrings. I own the earrings now. They light up and everything, like come with batteries. I haven't worn them yet. Nowhere to wear them, but I will wear them. Maybe I'll. Yeah, the star ones. She would touch them. Oh God.
Synergy.
Yeah, Showtime Synergy. Shows over Synergy.
Showtime Synergy, yeah. Something like that,
yeah.
Oh my God.
And
I love
Synergy
Jem.
was designed after her mom. Like I was all in that show. And
Jem was a tough show. It was a great show.
It was a kids should not have been watching that because who was the guy who was the manager for the Misfits?
The manager, I can't remember his name, but
he was talking to Jericho. He slapped the shit out of her, like just slapped her. Like this is like it's not cool.
It was the 80s, dude. This is what happened.
Jim is the only girls cartoon that any boy liked.
Robots on drugs.
I fucked with Jim. I did.
I don't know any grown men that didn't watch Jim back then. They all had a good time with Jim.
You know what? I watched Jim because it came on Sunday mornings where I grew up. It came on Sunday mornings. And I would watch it before we went to church. And that was the weirdest thing, is to watch Jim and the Holograms and then go to a Southern Baptist church. It contradicted everything.
I'm trying to think of the name of their
I
manager.
wanted my wife and my sister-in-law to be the Misfits. My wife, my sister-in-law, and my niece. I said y'all should be that the next con we go to, dress up as the Misfits.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna be Jim.
Y'all got a good con coming your way in the next couple of months, man. The Black Range is going to be around your.
Oh yeah, the Fayetteville Con. Yeah, that's like literally 10 minutes down the road. I go every year. Matter of fact, the guy who organizes that is a guy named Keith Gibbs. I added him to our group. I wanted him to bring him on the show one week to talk about that. The guy who puts it on, he's actually friends with Randy Green. You know, so I was
Keith, if you're listening, man,
get him.
Well, reach out, Keith, if you're listening.
I get him. He's a local boy. I can get. I'll talk to him. Like I say, he's in the group. We can tag him. I added him a while back. That.
Give me some tickets. I drive out to Fayette now.
All right,
come on down here. Come on.
The Misfits. Their manager name was Eric Raymond. I'm gonna show you the picture. He just looks like a creep. He looks like he slaps women.
He does. I'm gonna send you guys a picture of me dressed up as I'll send you the picture of me dressed up like Roxy, but don't judge me because I was like 40 pounds heavier.
Listeners, that makes her a whole 140 pounds. So just letting you know. Just letting you know. Eric Raymond. That's Usher Raymond's uncle.
Women.
Why does he look like
it wasn't even like a backhand slap, like the pimp slap. It was just like the
open
it was an open hand slap.
Yeah, like bitch.
Ike Turner. It was an Ike Turner slap.
Yeah.
Eat the cake.
He was no good. If you're managing the Misfits, you're no good. You're no good.
He looks like Lucifer. That's what he looks like.
He looks like a mixture between Professor X and Magneto from back in the day.
Okay.
So you're doing that on purpose, aren't you?
Anybody who holds their hands like that is evil. So
he is evil. He's got the evil stand.
That's the
Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
Mr. Burns.
What's funny is as I'm looking at it, I see Mike Jones has a video up of like a slap fighting contest from 15 hours ago.
Yeah.
It's like that I'm seeing that video right next to this picture of Eric Raymond. And it's two women slap fighting each other.
And she slapped the
fuck out of her.
She tumbles forward.
Yes.
Is that the one that cut the flip?
Yes.
She just flipped over right now.
Out.
Just flipped over.
I would never take part in one of those. You ain't not just gonna hit me for GP.
No. Did you see the one when the guy's side of his face got all swollen?
Yeah, I saw that.
Man.
No, and he lost. He walked away with nothing.
Uh-oh.
Look at this. Oh, you broke out the crimper.
Oh yeah. I will any Halloween. I will find a reason to crimp my hair. Every Halloween.
I crimp mine every Tuesday, so it's good.
Oh.
That's the reaction I was going. It was delayed. It happened.
Just bald.
J-Pat looked up like this. He was like, "What the hell is this motherfucker?"
Like, what's he crimping? What the hell is he doing?
What you crimping?
I'm gonna crimp my beard.
My beard, yeah.
I can see Jake
burn all that gray out.
You need to shave that if you can crimp it. Shit.
The hairless wonder.
Oh yeah.
No, here's the full outfit. People listening are like, "What?" Listen, I had on an 80s outfit. I have fanny pack on. Okay.
Listeners,
fanny pack on?
Listeners, if you come to the page Multiverse Unlimited on Facebook and check us out, we will get Miss Olivia to share these photos.
Yeah, I'll post them when we get to 500. What do we need? 500.
Yes.
500. We get 500.
500.
See, I thought you were originally going to tell the story about when you made the guy fall out of his chair at our previous
Mm-mm. That's not anything related to pop culture.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we started that story.
Speaking of Velma.
Since we started this story, how did that story go? What was that?
I do not recall.
She like Dave Chappelle. I plead the fifth.
Say what, y'all get the 500, we'll tell the story. Y'all get the 500, we'll get the story.
1,000 and I'll tell the story.
Goddamn, 1,000.
Uh-oh.
Shit, 1,000. We need a video.
Oh my gosh. Challenge accepted. He just smacked the fire out of her. Oh my gosh.
See, there's
You watch the video?
I just.
Oh my.
She slapped women.
There's another one. That's not even the slap I was looking for, but I found that one. So it's like, how many times did he slap her?
Multiple
How many times did he slap her?
Oh my god!
Entirely too many.
Goodness.
Oh my.
Is that on the page? Would you post that
In the chat?
In the chat? It ain't popped up on me yet.
You know
You can
what?
hear. What's her boyfriend's name?
Truly outrageous.
Yeah. You can hear him in the back. Like he must have been in the room too when he slapped her, because it sounds like he's about to. He's a
quick backhand.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are wild.
Yeah, he said, "Bitch."
That's exactly. You had. It's like a reflex to say that when you slap somebody, like bitch.
When you with that backhand, like, he did it quick.
How did he turn his? He went like this and then turned his hand around and got it.
He a master slapper. He done slapped several bitches before. That's what he do. He slapped.
He hit it with the okey doke.
That's not his first time.
That's not his first time.
He said,
that's not his first time.
He said, "I'm not even. You ain't even good enough for the back of my hand. I'm gonna just flip it."
Damn.
Yeah.
He hit it with the Wu-Tang.
Wild. I'm like, this is what I'm watching as a kid. I'm like, yeah, this is great.
We were kids when this was on.
That's what I'm saying.
And you wonder why I felt weird going to church after watching Jem and the Holograms. It's because they smacked somebody up.
Wait, why is this video titled "Truly Outrageous Physical Abuse"?
Because that's what it is. It's on the nose. I'm slapping bitches. And he didn't even work with it. He didn't even. She was the opposite team, right? That's the Memphis man.
Here.
Yeah, no.
Oh my gosh!
The sound. Oh, the sound's terrible. Sound. It's so worse with the sound.
Oh man! Slapped her standing straight up. Was not worried about no kind of blowback.
Nothing. It was no thought to it. It was no planning. This bitch need to get slapped.
And the bad part is that she's still in the doorway. So she just walked in. She walked into the door and got the taste slapped out of her mouth. But she still had the door knob in her hand.
This is so wrong.
But listen to the video. Her boyfriend is in the room. He's coming up after Eric.
You better handle your woman. Slap
right in front.
Oh my god.
I'll handle your bitch for you.
He said, I'll handle your bitch for you.
That's me. I'm sorry. I gotta get that slap.
Should not be laughing at this. This is some misogynistic shit, man.
I'm gonna play this shit all night. Hey, baby, look at this.
First of all, Mike, that needs to be engraved somewhere. I'm gonna handle your bitch for you. Oh God!
I got tears in my eyes. Oh my God! I got tears in my eyes.
All right, hold on.
I'm crying. All right, everyone, deep breath. Stop playing it.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
Tasha's the most composed one, and she fell apart.
Oh God!
Terrence is someplace else right now.
All right, so
thank you, Quincy. Thank you, Quincy.
All right, so
totally outrageous. That was totally outrageous.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Moving forward.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So,
That's
sorry.
put on the page and tagging everybody.
That
need to be on the page. You gotta see that. You gotta share that.
I was gonna post it as a preview for the episode. Like,
Yeah, please.
I agree.
That should be the opener actually for next week.
God. Slaps.
Wow.
So we're talking about comics, right? Terrence,
Yes.
Mike. Let's talk about
Jay was in it.
Jay, you're here. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Let's talk about these comics right now. What's going on? I'll lead into it with you guys real quick. Mike was talking about just the state of comics, and Jay it doesn't even read DC and Marvel right now because of storyline disappointments. Last year it was Judgment. It was Judgment. What was the name of that thing? Judgment Day or Judgment? Day. Let's call it Judgment Day.
Something like that.
It's Judgment Day, yeah.
Judgment Day. That was awful. Well, let's not say awful. It did not live up to expectations. Dark Crisis. It had promise, and that's another one that just kind of took a shit towards the end. Mike, Jay, Terrence, and Lou. Anybody reading comic books right now? Let's talk about it real quick. Or
yeah, what it was is that post we were talking about something, and Jay said he hadn't bought comics in a while. He's got to find something to get him back into comics. So it was like we need to talk about why we got out and what we see wrong. Yeah. What problems that we have in general with comics?
Because it's bad because I'm not out of comics. Like I want to give them my money. They're just writing shitty stories. Like I can't do it anymore. And I was spending, how much money was I spending a week on stuff that I wasn't enjoying? Like $50, $60 a week. Like I was spending too much money. And they're writing terrible stories. Right. Trying to own the chuds or whatever they're trying to do. Like, just write me a good story. So, give me some good art. Like, stop like hiring people from like third world countries because they could draw a little bit, but then they really can't draw.
I mean, that's what happens when the good artists, they piss off all the good artists. They have to get somebody in there, to churn out the project. That's the big machine. That's the nature of the big machine, is that they have to get the product out. But I agree with you.
They're oversaturating the market. There's too many titles per thing. Like I love my X-Men, but it shouldn't be 75 X-Men titles a month.
How many titles are there right now?
I don't know.
I can't keep up. Marvel's putting out like 70 or something, like maybe 60 or 70 books a month.
But
Spider-Man comes out like crazy. 4 times a month. Just Amazing Spider-Man is
amazing.
It's only been out like 3 months and maybe 4. It's on issue 16 already. It's insane how I haven't read the first one. It comes out so damn fast. It's on 16, but I bought all of them. Like Jay said, I'm giving my money, but I can't even read it.
Marvel's doing the same exact thing. I mean, Marvel and DC with Batman and Spider-Man. Yeah, Batman has 7 titles out right now.
I'm sure Spider-Man has about that many too. I'm just talking about that one book coming out. He was Amazing, just Spider-Man, and his I don't know, Savage Spider-Man.
It comes out weekly.
It's at least 3 or 4 times a month. Spider-Man comes out. Just the Amazing title. Never mind the other titles. Just the Amazing comes out about 3 to 4 times a month.
Is it the same artist every week?
I believe so. Yeah,
every week. What the hell is he? Is he smoking crack?
Well, I don't know. I haven't read. Like I said, I got number 16. I bought it yesterday, and I haven't cracked issue 1 yet. So I don't know who the artist is.
I can't even fathom doing a book a week.
So real quick, what are you guys reading right now consistently? And what was the last? What was the last?
That I keep up with?
Hold on, I'll say the second half. Yeah, that you keep up with. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all you. What are you reading right now?
That I keep up with. I think I keep up with Hulk, Thor. I think that's the only 2 I really keep up with that I have to. And Miles Morales. I keep up with those 3.
I have the last stack of books I bought. Let me see which ones were they. I haven't even looked at them. It's been weeks. So I had a Star Wars book, the Hulk versus Thor, Han Solo and Chewbacca, a couple of Naomi season 2s, the Jurassic League. See, I just bought a whole bunch of random.
But which ones? What do you like right now? Like, what is like? Oh, I can't wait.
I don't like anything right now. Maybe Thor. Okay. Maybe Thor.
Yeah, the ones I named Hulk. I really don't like Hulk, but I'm just staying up on it. It's still weird as hell. But Thor, Miles Morales is a good book. Even though we're going to get it, might as well go ahead and get into it now. I haven't read it, but I was good with the first 9 issues of Black Panther. But then I started seeing things that Jay was posting and what he was saying, and I look back, they are disrespecting T'Challa like a mug. You know, that whole book was basically them just talking shit to T'Challa. It really was. It was like, you ain't shit. But
Terrence, like, what are you reading right now? Pop, put that newspaper up.
Mute the mic or something. I'm gonna give you the Eric Draven slap.
I just realized I was doing that.
Damn.
He sound like he rapping.
I'll let him finish with his daily
Yeah.
newspaper over there.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, so
Sound like you wrapping up a sandwich.
Yeah. Go ahead, Terrence.
So Thor, I think that's been the most consistent in quality of what I'm reading. The 3 main X-Men titles, X-Men, Immortal X-Men, and X-Men Red. I think of the three of those, X-Men definitely dipped in quality after the first 12 issues because they dropped artists and they changed up the team, and it's just been inconsistent. The main goal of the main X-Men title was just to be like kind of the fun superhero title, not dealing with any of the political drama going on Krakoa, but it's just not been that fun since they switched artists, and it kind of got caught up in the first 2 issues kind of got caught up in the Judgment Day arc. And when you start off a brand new storyline, like essentially it's a brand new volume of the comic, they just didn't renumber it, but you're starting it off a brand new team with getting caught up in a major line wide crossover. It just kind of threw everything off. Immortal X-Men's been pretty good. X-Men Red was caught up in the Judgment Day crossover. Those issues were pretty good. What else? I started reading Batman since the last couple issues of that failsafe storyline. Those so I read the one where it seemed like Batman got killed, and then the one after that where it turned out that he was just transported to another reality where there's no Batman in Gotham. That was kind of weird. What else did I read? I can't think, so it must not have been that important. I read the Judgment Day storyline. That started all promising, but it wasn't what it was. Didn't turn out to be what it was advertised as. It just turned out. It just turned into a everybody versus a Celestial, and at the end, as these storylines usually turn into, they just reversed all the damage that was done. It was like, oh well, yeah. That was fun. All right, let's pretend that didn't happen now. So, and I'm currently reading Dark Web, which is basically it was kind of billed as a X-Men Spider-Man storyline, but the X-Men Spider-Man, they only crossed over for 1 issue in Dark Web X-Men #1. For the most part, their parts of the story don't clash. It's basically a rehash of Inferno from '89, where Madeline Pryor, Jean Grey's clone, she becomes the Goblin Queen, and Limbo and Earth cross over, and inanimate objects become possessed and try to eat people. So basically, they're rehashing that storyline over again, except that in this case, Madeline Pryor teams up with Spider-Man's clone, Ben Reilly, and once again, Limbo's kind of merging with Earth, and now she's captured the Summers brothers, Cyclops and Havoc, and Ben Reilly, he's captured Peter Parker and some of his friends. They're trapped in Limbo. So they're kind of just rehashing that whole storyline. It's not that bad, but the X-Men parts and the Spider-Man parts don't really cross over that much at all. So once again, it's another major crossover that's not really doing what it was advertised as, kind of like Judgment Day and a lot of major crossovers. So
Okay. And Lou, did you say what you were reading right now?
Oh man, Captain Marvel, which is not really that great. I just read it because I like her. Strange, which is really cool because now Doctor Strange is dead, and he became Death's like what did Galactus
Harold.
have? His hair. He became Death's herald. Pretty cool storyline. I like that he's dead, but his wife Clea took over as the Sorcerer Supreme. It's a pretty good story. She's badass as hell. If you haven't checked out Strange, she's a pretty badass character. What else? Oh, Daredevil. Daredevil's run right now is pretty damn good. I like the art. The story's really deep. Murdoch is just an absolute psychopath. He's always been kind of weird, but he's definitely way off the rails right now. He's actually right in the last issue. Him and
Is that true?
Frank Castle are about to bump heads. Because Frank Castle's the leader of the Hand, and Daredevil, Matt, and Elektra are the leader of the Fist, and so they kind of fight each other out. Shang-Chi, which is just, it's a really simple comic, really simple storyline, whole bunch of kung fu fighting, really dope shit. And it's kind of obscure, but it's a cool comic to me. It's called the Tiger Division, and it's all Marvel put out a bunch of Pacific Island Asian inspired heroes from South Korea, Japan, Taiwan, Philippines, stuff like that. And I like reading those stories because it's really cool to see how they interpret, all those different characters. And those are the main ones that I'm reading from Marvel. DC is hit or miss. Indie books, they only find them when they're dead. I'm still reading that one because that's really dope to me. And what was that other book?
Are you really enjoying them? I mean, which one do you really like digging, or are you just reading them out of habit?
Oh, I'm reading those because I really like them. Those are the ones. I mean, there's some. I got the Miles one, and to piggyback what you were saying on the Spider-Man books, there's a ton of them coming out, and they're enticing because it's Spider-Man. They basically started Miles all over again because they had that one good run, and then they started over again. But the Tiger Division's really good. I love Shang-Chi. When they started his whole story arc after the movie came out, they basically rebooted his whole story. Strange was, like I said, really good. Daredevil I just picked up because of the fact that I was like, oh, this looks good, and I really like them. There's a lot of books out there that are just really hollow. I can't really just point one out off the top of my head, but there's Black Panther. I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse with that storyline. The writing is really, really thin, and there was a big controversy last week about that whole fight scene between him and Cap, and Jay and I had a comment confrontation about it. Right now in the story, he has 2 broken ribs and like a leg injury, and Cap beat him down. And the reason why the fight happened was because the Wakandan sleeper agents started this whole rift in the world because they just all activated at once, and they blamed T'Challa for it. And so T'Challa is, for lack of better words, trying to unfuck the situation, and he got injured, and Cap's trying to stop him from trying to stop his agents from doing stuff further. And Cap's like, oh, we got it under control. And so they got into the fight. Spoiler alert, Namor comes in and says, oh, we're friends now. So him and T'Challa are buddy at the end of the book. And I was like,
how does that work?
Exactly. So to the point of the complaints about Cap beating the wheels off of T'Challa, yes, it shouldn't have happened, but T'Challa is definitely hindered by his injuries. And to quote J. Pat, I don't care if his neck's broke, he should beat Cap.
Well, Jay asking about Submariner, because that's what I call him. He's an Avenger now, man. He's doing the Lord's work, so that's why he's doing stuff like that now.
He's an Avenger
Dude,
now. How did that happen?
Cap, as long as Cap's got a job over there, they go all the way back. Like, he'll be cool with him, and he was forgiven after that whole fiasco months ago. So now he's doing the Lord's work, being an Avenger.
Oh, man, let me tell you, I was really hyped and really excited about seeing Monica Rambeau come back and have her own comic. She does. She has 2 issues out now, and the first 2 are lackluster as hell.
I was about to say, I heard they weren't that good.
I just bought the first one.
Great.
I just bought the first one. I just bought it just to get it, but it wasn't on my to-do list. It just had to have it.
The art's nice, but hopefully they can get over these first 2 issues that were pretty much bullshit. They put the Beyonder into it.
What?
When was the last time we saw the Beyonder? Exactly. So they brought the Beyonder into it, and it's like the Beyonder, they redid the Beyonder. And so it's like kind of sketch. But there's not a whole lot going on really great in the 2 big houses. And we can all agree with that. There's some stories that are great if they're putting out 70 books a month. That's just ridiculous because you're just basically blanketing the market and there are a whole bunch of books left on the shelves. You know what I mean? I'm a digital guy. I subscribe to digital comics because I just don't have any more room for my stuff. But it's still the same effect. All these things are getting left out there because the machine is pushing all this stuff out just to have it. You know, and it's not really worth it.
One problem I'm having with comics is this is Marvel. It's like whenever they change the creative team, they reissue a number 1. Why did it's like every 12 issues is a new number 1? I don't like that. Like, what's Avengers on? Like, be like 64, 65, and then they're going to reboot it to a new number 1 just to start over. I don't like that. Keep the numbering. Man,
they're trying to get that extra money.
Yeah, because they get
those number 1s and those variant covers.
Number 1s always sell, and they boost sales and getting new people that think we're going to make $1 million off of number 1. I get it, but I don't like it. Though.
So real quick, those are the magazines that you're reading. What was the last one that you just stopped reading because you didn't like it? Like, he's like, I'm not buying this no more.
For me, it was Black Panther.
That's a great question.
That Coates run sealed the deal for me.
I'm down to really like 3 main books. So Thor, Batman, Avengers, and I was on and off with Justice League. So Justice League was the last one I just stopped. I'm gonna wait and see what happens after this Darkman thing.
Yeah, I stopped Justice League when they killed him off. When it was the Justice League is dead. That's when I
kind of stopped after that year-long battle with the Legion of Doom. I was just like, it was so tiring. Like, they were really fighting them. Like, that was a big battle, and it was, I guess, not satisfying because it led into the other metal storyline, which was really weird. But I stopped reading around there. Avengers is good. Thor is good. They had that one wacky episode with Venom on Asgard. I thought that was weird.
Yeah, that I didn't like. And you had to be reading Venom to really understand it.
To get the whole gist of that.
So.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. Those offshoots are what ruins the stories because they just want to tie stuff together just to sell, just to get another $6 an issue.
All right, I don't want to put the ladies to sleep much longer. So real quick, what was the last good crossover that you enjoyed? Because those are the ones that are really suffering. Because they're too, like I don't want to say company wide, but like an event. Yeah.
Oh shit!
They've been doing events so much now. They've been doing like 2 a year.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta go back a while for that. I can't think of anything recently that was like, whoo, that was great.
Off the top of my head, the Trial of Jean Grey. I like that one because they had the Guardians in it, and Black Vortex because they had the Guardians in it. Those are the last 2 that I actually remember.
I liked Villain Season a couple years ago for DC.
That was the Crime Syndicate.
No, that was the one with they had all the monitors and what was the chick's name that she was like the creator?
Oh, that thing. Well, that was the tie-in with the Justice League thing I was just talking about. That
yeah. Was that with the Justice? That wasn't with the Oh, that was with the Legion of Doom. Yeah, where they had the Martians and they were trying to mix the Martians with the humans. I actually kind of dug that storyline.
I can't even think of one.
Where Lex Luthor
Apex. That was the one.
Yeah,
that was the one.
Yeah, I kind of dug that story.
I couldn't really give you one.
You know what? Secret Wars
really
2015 wasn't bad.
What was that?
Secret Wars 2015.
That's a good one.
Is that when they brought back Miles' mom?
Yeah.
When they
Yeah, I like that part.
Okay. All right. I really can't think of one. I think I mentioned some. I think when I saw Terrence a couple of weeks ago, we were just naming off the bad ones, and there was
There's a lot of bad.
it was like back to back. Original Sin, Fear Itself. There was another one in there. Okay, so the last one I really liked, I remember it now. It was Dark Reign with Norman Osborn when he was running, because the Dark Avengers were one of my favorite teams, and that whole year was just crazy. It started off with a bang and it ended with a bang, and the biggest casualty of that whole arc ending was the Dark Avengers disbanding, because I was upset that they broke up, but it didn't make sense. Even though they had other teams after that, they weren't as good as the original. And all right, so what else? Was that it? Anybody else have anything? Ladies, no, you've been muted and listening to us nerds here for
No, I got one little thing. Stephen King movie comes out this year called The Boogeyman, based on one of his short stories. It was supposed to stream on Hulu, but they changed it to theaters. So June 2nd, I think it is now.
Is this connected to any of his books, or is this just freestanding?
No, it's a short story. It wasn't a magazine first, but it was in Night Shift, the book of short stories.
Okay.
So.
And it's just him. He's not working with his son or anything on this one.
No. It's just him. It's from, I don't even know. I guess his kids were born, but they were probably little.
Okay.
But yeah, so that comes out June.
Okay. Listeners, you're going to be informed now, because Olivia's all in. She watches this stuff in the middle of the night with eyes wide open, with no fear. Yeah. She's just how she's wired.
I'm psychotic.
Tosh.
Yeah. The only thing I have is that I'm pretty much done all of the posts for the winter season for anime, the premieres. We have one more, if I'm remembering correctly, that's scheduled to come out next week on Netflix, but for the most part, all the posts are done. So if anybody was curious as to what premiered throughout this month, there is a pinned post at the top of the Facebook group with the hashtag that you could click that I put in each post that lists every show that I posted about throughout the month. Aside from that, I think a lot of people here on the panel saw my post about Attack on Titan's return, and how I'm just like, I'm frustrated at this point.
Didn't they end it?
No, it's season 3, part 7 or something like that. Season 4.
It's season 4, which is called the final season, being broken up into 3 parts now. We're on the 3rd part, and it's the 3rd part being broken down into 2 subparts.
They're trying to milk that cow.
I'm just like, that, but this is too much. Yeah,
it's way too much. I'm like, just say it's season 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever.
Just let it out.
It's like final season, part 3.1 is pretty much what this first thing is going to be.
No,
I think it's coming in April. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating.
I think it's either April or March. Yeah.
Excessive.
2 things on the anime front. 2 things to piggyback off of Tosh. One thing, the manga for Jujutsu Kaisen is going to end this year.
I did see that, yeah.
So that's gonna be it. That pisses me off because I love the show.
Isn't it? It didn't start that long ago.
Yeah, no, it started 2017, 2018, maybe no, it was 19, I believe. And the new season of 2018, the new season of Vox Machina started today, 1:20.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. So I'm excited about that.
Looks like there's currently 21 volumes out of the manga for Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, they're gonna stop it, which kind of pisses me off. But you know, who knows what Mappa's gonna do? Who knows? Because they're running the shit right now. They can't do any wrong in the anime world. So we'll see what happens.
Speaking of pen posts, oh, I'm sorry, Tosh, go ahead.
The only last thing I have is earlier this week I saw Avatar: The Way of Water, and we saw it in IMAX 3D. It looked really good. The screening was also HDR, so some stuff looked a little weird, but overall it was entertaining to see in 3D. We went on a Tuesday, so the tickets were discounted. I just want to make that clear. We saw discount. It's a discount day. I think that I'll keep it spoiler free because I'm sure no one has gone to the theater to see it here on the panel. But I think it was a strong film. I can't say it was better than the first. I would say it was on par with the first film. But again, I don't really fall into that hype of the Avatar world of like, this is the best thing since sliced bread. Like the story was good. The Way of Water part is, I don't know if I should say if it's considered spoilery or not. I'm sure you guys could guess.
Just say it. So.
No one cares.
It took me a good minute to realize you were not talking about The Last Airbender.
The Last Airbender.
So I do not care at all. I said, wow, I didn't know they came out with a new one of those.
No. Oh, well, those, they're getting animated movies coming back, The Last Airbender. But no. Okay, so for The Way of Water, let me go back. So the first Avatar, we focused on the Na'vi from the forest. So this one is obviously about the Na'vi from the water. So there's a different village of Na'vi people. They look very similar, but they have bodies adapted to living in the sea. So do I recommend seeing it in the theater? No. Like, it can definitely wait until home video, but I do think that given the 10-15 year gap between the first one and the second one, the sequel didn't feel like too much of a disappointment. I think that the story delivered for the amount of time it took to come out. And that's it. That's all I got.
And real quick, the comic book post that Mike puts up once a week we're going to move it to the pen section. So all year long, we'll just post everything there, and we'll keep it all in one spot. We'll take down the source wall post and just keep Mike's post up top. So every week, just add
Mike, wake up, Mike, wake up, Mike. It's the voice of God. Wake up.
I'm good, sir. I'm not asleep. My monster here. I'm good. I promise you, I'm good.
Now you use the echo.
I got little eyeballs, sir. I'm fine.
Bro, you woke up like
we could have used that.
You woke up like somebody caught you at work, man. Like, how may I help you? All right,
send them damn customers.
Mike, wake up like, amen.
We done.
Man, I'm awake.
We're done. It's just,
it's
over.
I promise I didn't doze off. I promise.
It's over. Great episode, man. Amazing stuff. I never realized that Jim got slapped that damn much, dude. But now I do.
Let's end this so I can talk about
I'm not going to get
again. There's another one.
You made me feel
there's another one I posted of Roxy slapping somebody while I know she was mad at her for some reason.
No, that was Pizzazz. That's Pizzazz.
Slapping somebody.
Yeah, with her green hair.
She slapped somebody for no reason. Nah, she probably had good reason to her.
She was crazy.
Yeah, she was crazy.
She walked this.
Yeah, that was a drive-by.
It was slapping.
Drive-by slapping.
Man. She didn't even slow down, bitch.
Bam.
All right.
Let's stick a fork in this. Let's stick a fork in this. It was a great episode. You guys are amazing. I haven't laughed this hard in weeks, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, man. Thank you, listeners, for clicking play, clicking download, and supporting us. Mike's gonna play this all weekend. Love it.
I made my night.
I can dig it.
Take us home.
I'm sorry.
Take us home.
Take us home.
Go ahead. I'll put it down.
Oh, man.
I'll put it down.
All right, man. The end of the show. Uber's here, man. So thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us. Great time. Megan, we miss you. Rob, we miss you. Catch up with you guys next week, man. So, you know what? Like I always like to say, great hanging out from the Multiverse Unlimited podcast crew, Tosh, the Anime Queen, QP, the Source, Professor Mike, T Money. I got 15 names. Simon, Olivia. I'm not going to say that.
Call me Olivia Scream Queen.
There we go.
That's it. Olivia Scream Queen. It sticks. Now you are that. J Pat, this is Cosmic Lou. And, man, please remember to be kind to all people that you meet because you have no idea what battles they're fighting. So be kind. So until next week, we're out. Peace.
She-Hulk is amazing.
Bye.
Hold on, I'm waiting for the recording to stop. You're not going to get me.